Sophie Thomas, 97, was enjoying a quiet day in her garden, tending to dandelions, when an unexpected danger emerged. As she pulled weeds, 4 pit bulls suddenly surrounded her, turning the peaceful afternoon into a nightmare. Their low growls filled the air as they circled her menacingly. Fear gripped Sophie. What had been a simple gardening task had become a desperate fight for survival. Then, without warning, one of the dogs lunged, sinking its teeth into her arm. Pain shot through her, but instinct took over. Summoning all her strength, she struck the dog on the head, trying to fend off further attacks. At her age, facing such an ordeal was unimaginable. Her heart pounded as the dogs continued to threaten her, and she knew she couldn't hold them off much longer. Just when it seemed things might take a deadly turn, an unlikely hero appeared, her cat, Tiger. The sight of her loyal feline rushing to her defense was both shocking and heartwarming. Small but fearless, Tiger leapt into action, drawing the dog's attention away from Sophie. He darted toward the garage, forcing them to chase him. It was the distraction she needed. With the pit bulls focused on Tiger, Sophie seized her chance. Trembling, she made her way inside the house, slamming the door behind her. Safe at last, she washed her wounds, still shaken by the terrifying ordeal. But one thought consumed her. Was Tiger okay? Had he managed to escape? With her heart in her throat, she peered outside, searching for any sign of him. To her immense relief, he appeared at the door, unharmed. Gratitude washed over Sophie. She had always shared a special bond with Tiger, but his incredible act of bravery deepened it even more. He had saved her life. In the aftermath of the attack, the dog's owner dismissed the seriousness of the situation, insisting they were just playing. She claimed they had escaped when her son left a door open, but that did little to ease Sophie's fear. The memory of those terrifying moments lingered, but so did the overwhelming gratitude she felt for her fearless feline companion. The story of Tiger's heroism quickly spread. A video recounting the event amassed over 1.1 million views, touching hearts worldwide. People were captivated by the story of a small cat facing down 4 pit bulls to protect his owner. Among the countless comments, one stood out, "I love how cats are so brave they will face anything no matter how big or scary, just to protect that someone they care about. Salute to cats." Sophie never imagined her quiet day in the garden would turn into a fight for her life. The attack was swift and terrifying. She had been pulling weeds when the pit bulls surrounded her, their aggressive stance sending a chill down her spine. As they growled and circled, fear gripped her. She was alone and vulnerable. Then, one of the dogs lunged, its teeth sinking into her arm. The pain was sharp, but Sophie refused to give in. With all the strength she could muster, she struck the dog, trying to fend it off. At 97, she had never faced anything like this. She knew she wouldn't last much longer against 4 powerful dogs. Just as she felt hope slipping away, her cat, Tiger, charged in. Without hesitation, he leapt into action, darting toward the garage to draw the dogs away. His plan worked. The pit bulls abandoned Sophie and chased him instead. That moment was all she needed. Heart-pounding, she rushed inside, slamming the door behind her. Once safe, she tended to her wounds, but her thoughts were only on Tiger. Had he escaped? She searched for him anxiously, and then, finally, she saw him at the door, alive and unharmed. Relief flooded her. The cat who had always been by her side had just saved her life. The attack left Sophie shaken, but the reaction of the pit bull's owner only added to her frustration. The owner dismissed it as harmless play, explaining that the dogs had gotten out when her son left a door open. But for Sophie, there was nothing playful about what happened. The fear, the pain, and the sheer terror of those moments were impossible to forget. Despite it all, one thing stood out: the courage of her cat. His fearless act was something she would always remember. The bond between them had always been strong, but that day it became something even deeper, a true testament to the unexpected heroes in our lives. The dramatic tale of Tiger's bravery quickly spread. touching hearts around the world. A video recounting the event amassed over 1.1 million views, with viewers in awe of the fearless feline who took on 4 pit bulls to save his beloved owner. For Sophie, the attack remained a vivid and unsettling memory. She had never expected to find herself in such a perilous situation. The moment the dogs surrounded her, she knew she was in danger. Their growls filled the air, their eyes locked onto her as if she were prey. Then, the sudden lunge, the pain of teeth sinking into her arm, confirmed her worst fears. Fighting back with all the strength she had, she struck the dog, hoping to break free. But she knew she couldn't hold them off forever. That was when Tiger appeared, his small frame no match for the massive dogs, but his courage unwavering. Tiger's quick thinking saved her life. His daring move distracted the pit bulls just long enough for Sophie to escape. She ran inside, her body shaking from fear and adrenaline. As she cleaned her wounds, her mind raced with thoughts of Tiger. Had he made it? Minutes felt like hours until she finally spotted him at the door, unharmed. A wave of relief and gratitude washed over her. He had risked his life for her. Their bond, already strong, was now unbreakable. Despite the harrowing experience, Sophie found herself overwhelmed by love and admiration for her cat. He had proven that heroes come in all shapes and sizes, even in the form of a small but fearless feline. The pit bull's owner, however, failed to grasp the severity of the attack. Insisting the dogs had only been playing, she explained they had escaped due to an open door. But for Sophie, there was nothing playful about it. The terror was real. The pain was real. And the bravery of her cat was something she would never forget. Sophie's story became a testament to the unexpected heroes in our lives. Tiger's actions that day were more than instinct. They were an act of pure love. And in that moment, he was more than just a pet. He was her protector, her savior, and her greatest friend.